Okay, so today is Jacob Wetling's birthday, a date that I've been mentioning for some time now. And over there you can see the fire that I was just showing from our house. I've just driven a couple of kilometres up the road. And it's certainly a large out of control fire, that's for sure. That's the smoke there, pluming up. It is burning through properties at the moment, and I'd be very surprised if houses are not lost in this fire. There's obviously a risk to human lives as well, and while the conditions have eased somewhat, it really doesn't make a lot of difference to a fire that has got to this stage. It takes a large change in the weather to slow down a fire this big. So it's good I made some videos for YouTube, because the other place I've been publishing my prediction was on Facebook. All I can say is, if you're into making predictions about things, do not rely on Facebook, because they shut down my account a couple of days ago, simply because I like to write about sexuality in relation to teenagers. I'm a gay guy. I grew up in the closet. Never really got to enjoy my sexuality as a kid, so I like to encourage any gay youth out there to be open, but I also know how damn hard it is when people are so prejudiced and they discriminate, and it really disgusts me that just because a few conservatives complain about the content of what I put on Facebook, that they shut me down. And they've done it twice now. Because at the end of the day, what's more offensive? A boy at the beach in his shorts, or a bushfire consuming houses and animals? What offends you more? What do you think's more offensive? That is really raging now, that fire. And I can tell you something else, it took a good solid 20 minutes or 25 minutes before the emergency warning popped up on the TV. Which is a long time. If you're relying on your TV for a warning, that is too long. So my heads up could have been of value to people. Of course I was being subtle in putting my prediction out there. I was talking about cyclones as well, because bushfires are one of those things, not an easy thing to predict for obvious reasons, especially when you nail the date on the head. You could easily end up being accused of lighting the fire. That is a very serious bushfire, and it would have been nice if people, you know, I probably may have achieved giving people a heads up, and it may not have made a lot of difference. But still, the point is, Facebook should not shut down free speech. And they, you know, the conservatives are always complaining about their free speech being eroded. Well, I'm sorry, but it seems to me that the boot is certainly on your side when it comes to the administrators of Facebook. As soon as you start putting anything about youth and sexuality, photos of teenagers in their shorts, which to me is not offensive, it's certainly not pornography, yeah, I'd call that homophobia. So anyway, it makes sense to me that Jake and Nathan, who I do believe were both gay, who are no longer with us, Nathan lost his life in a bushfire, it does make sense to me that they would draw my attention to Jake's birthday, especially if his birthday was going to coincide with some kind of severe weather event, which I would certainly rank this as the most accurate prediction that I've managed to draw attention to so far in my life. Well, Jake, that's a big birthday candle, mate. Would not like to be the people in front of that fire. Not at all. Very scary.